Hey guys, how you guys been doing? Welcome back to our newest Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today we got ourselves a match against Cole, and ladies and gentlemen, yet again I'm using that Mega Gardevoir's future sight. And if you can clearly see, judging by his team, not much can truly take it. Like outside of Hydreigon, everything is gonna get absolutely obliterated, absolutely clear out of the field. It's like death. Let's call it death from this point. I swear, it kills every time I use it. It is incredible. Anyways, talking about this, I want to talk about the layout at the end of the video. Very important stuff. I want to, just put it out there, so if you guys want to hear me out. But anyways, with that being said, let's go jump into this match like Super Mario does. And we got this duck going on against this Pokemon with Sturdy. Now, I do fully realize he's probably going to lead with this. That's why I didn't decide to lead with my Galvantula. Because most of those things, maybe even a Rock Blast, and that could possibly break my sash, and it would have been in a whole different situation I don't want to be in. So I feel Porygon is good. Stealth Rocks are still going to be put into place. There is really not much you could do to avoid, because again, Sturdy, but we still managed to break him down. The way we played, he couldn't switch out to his Hydreigon, taking the Tri-Attack and so forth. So that was pretty great. Now I switch out to Azumarill, expecting him to go for the Close Combat because my Porygon is weak to it. It is very early, so he's probably not gonna ult-predict, and that's exactly what he does. I'm kind of fearing maybe staying in and proceed to go for something different, but of course he is fearing the Aquajet or Waterfall from me, so he does make the switch, which is something I was kind of banking on, so I could switch out to my Galvantula on the same turn as he switches out. Reviews the Mega Venusaur, which from the experience of other people, what I've heard is the Mega Venusaur simply does not go down by nothing. Like, well, there are a couple of moves that may possibly take this thing down, like a very powerful flying type move or a very powerful psych type move, but with the possession of Thick Fat, it does take even fire type moves with considerable damage involved, but still it takes it if there is no drought involved. So yeah, that's quite incredible. So I switch out to Porygon after going for the Volt Switch, getting some extra damage because again, those things do not have the recovery outside of Leech Seed, and he does crit me with Sludge Bomb on top of it all as I switch out to my Porygon, which is very scary, but Porygon simply, has way too much bulk to begin with, and this one is again fully offensive. The only bulk I can look at right now is the investment he's got into his HP, and that's pretty much it. So we did put up the Sticker Web, which is gonna make his Infernape, his Venusaur, which in Venusaur is pretty much not the most important, but still, it makes Porygon outspeed the Venusaur, so that can be important to a semi-degree, and Jolteon, which makes Mega Gardevoir actually outspeed it, so that can definitely be important. But for now, all else is pretty much gonna avoid because of the Levitate or the Flying types that tend to possess the immunity towards the Sick Web and everything. If it doesn't hit the ground, it doesn't get affected by it. It doesn't get stuck. So it makes sense, why not, right? So I switch out to this because again, the reason I stayed in with Porygon and I recovered is because I don't care if I get poisoned. The reason I'm saying this is because he's got Gliscor. If I can trace the poison heal, he's gonna need to face something that's probably the scariest bulkiest Pokemon around, and that is a poison heal Porygon under poison support. That is incredibly bulky. I'm not kidding, that really is. It could even take close comments from Infernape, probably survive if he's like at a really reasonable amount of health. We both make the the switch there. I had to switch out because the switch was pretty much really going into his favor, so I did switch out to Azumarill, and afterwards he switches out yet again to his Mega Venusaur. Not really, Mega Venusaur. Where did I get that one? I swear. Yeah, I just brain freeze. Okay, switch out to Porygon because again, I don't care too much. If I can recover, that's fine. I may as well, avoid maybe some Leech Seed. If he does Leech Seed me, that's fine because he's probably not gonna double seed me, but he does make the right move. Fully realize I'm probably gonna recover on this turn, and he's just gonna threaten me by going for the Close Combat and so forth. That is a huge threat. For now, he does reveal that Thunder Punch. He does fully realize I'm gonna switch out, which was very obvious, but the way I was playing, I thought maybe it was so obvious that he's probably gonna think that I will not do it again, but I did. So that was sort of a bummer, but it's fine. I switch out to my Scarf Heracross, which is not bulk up anymore, and I managed to outspeed. Unfortunately, didn't really work out that well, but in this one I decided to go Scarf. Still, Infernape magically survives the close combat, which is a first. I've never seen adamant close combat max attack, the absolute 31 IVs, and you know, full investment, and still survive. That was very, very incredible. Infernape taking the moves, my god. But still, we switch out to Eve, and Eve is absolutely gonna destroy something, because this is what we do with Gardevoir and whatnot. I didn't really decide to go for the protect because I thought to myself, it's well, let's be serious here. If he's gonna switch out, then that's fine. If you know, may as well. Maybe he's running sub, so that's something I don't really want to be facing right now. Afterwards, I did go for the Moonblast. The way I actually outspeed him when I was turning kind of gives me knowing he may just run a bit of a bulky spread, because most Hydreigons tend to outspeed the likes of Gardevoir that's normal form, and then after that it gets its speed increased. But still, I thought that, you know, I'm not gonna outspeed it, but that's fine. I've been using Roost, the Hydreigon, back in the days, and that was a very cool Pokemon. I really like using that. I'm probably gonna use it a bit more. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Death strikes Jolteon. It dies, unfortunately. That is just horrible, but what can we do? Right, Peter? Yeah, I know, in your logic everything cries. This is fictional characters, Peter. This is fictional characters. It is not real. Oh man. Clearly we are torturing this poor animals over here. But anyways, I switch out this. He does Sword Dance on the switch. Unfortunately, I was kind of expecting him to be defensive, but he reveals me he's not, and I'm not seeing any poison going on. This is actually pretty scary. This is legitimately scary, because I thought that, hey, you know, Porygon is gonna do in this case, but no, it doesn't work like that. Anyways, Moonblast, because of my base 100 speed, I'm still gonna speed even if he has fully invested in speed. If he's truly offensive, then 370 speed, I believe, at level 100 is still not gonna speed 328 speed that Mega Gardevoir possesses. So that was pretty incredible. My Bisharp also had weakness policy, so if he was defensive, I could have taken the Earthquake, because I am actually fully invested in HP, and that would have been pretty crazy, but it didn't come down to that, unfortunately. Still, I switch out to Porygon. At this point, I did set up my future sight, and it's pretty much all about that stall, because the Stick Web I managed to outspeed, and I pretty much wait for the Death to come and claim its victim, and this is pretty much Venusaur in this case. Unfortunately, Venusaur, you're just gonna need to go down, and this is why Mega Gardevoir actually wears that dress. It makes sense, right? It absolutely knows when the funeral is gonna happen, and it's probably gonna happen in a couple of seconds. So rest in peace, Mega Venusaur. I know you're my favorite Pokemon of all time, but had to be done for greater good, and that was the game. So that was the game against Cole, ladies and gentlemen. Future Sight claiming its last victim. Incredible move. You guys should use this move. I recommend it to no end. By the way, regarding the layout, I thought to myself that I'm probably gonna handle the daily base uploads, but as I'm very busy, I cannot. At the same time, I refuse to upload videos without the layout. It's kind of strange, but if I cannot do it daily without the layout, then I may as well do it, you know, with the layout, and you guys will have to wait one day more than originally speaking. But thinking about it, just going back one video where I had no layout, I refuse to do those videos that way. I thought that I can, but I can't do them anymore. I don't know, it's become a part of me, a part of this channel, and I feel I need to produce more videos with the layout, because I feel like the other videos that I do that don't have the layout are just half-baked, and I feel, you know, I want to produce videos that I can be proud of, and you guys have already shown your support towards the efforts I put into this, and I really are appreciative of that. So thank you very much, guys, and as always, till next time, take care, peace.